just learn from it, pick something from it. There are so many lessons that I picked from all the great men and women of God I learned from, that when I got married, I encountered them. And I was like, Lady Wadmo said this, Lady Reverend Funke said it. I used to say it all the time to my husband, that this thing you did, Lady Reverend Adelaide Smith has said it before you. This thing you did, Daddy has said it for you. So it's similar. It might not be the same, but it's similar. You will encounter it. And because you've already gained wisdom on how to solve those solutions, you'll be able to overcome. Another thing too I want to tell single ladies that I also heard before I got married was about women and their in-laws, mother-in-laws. That'll be another preaching. So you see, once I was listening to Lady Bishop Adelaide Mills, and she was talking about how it is easier to correct your mother. So me, for instance, when I'm cooking and my mother comes to the kitchen, she starts giving instructions like commentator. Hey, why do you put this in first? Then I'll sack her out of the room. Leave the kitchen. So now, if my mommy comes to the kitchen, she has to announce that, please, when I come, I won't talk. Please allow me to come, I won't talk. But your mother-in-law, you can't sack her out of the kitchen. If you like, hey, why did you add the onion first? Why don't you add the pepper first? You can't shout at her and sack her out of the kitchen. That's what makes it difficult. And when I got married, I encountered it. Yes, I'll be cooking, my mother-in-law will be commentating, and I'll be like, hey, God, give me courage. I wish I could sack those men out of the kitchen. You see, but it's the same thing. And because I had listened to Lady Reverend Adelaide almost on that issue of it is easier to rebuke your mother, like tell your mother, get out of the kitchen. But it's not easier to, that's how come sometimes you have that kind of bitterness, and sometimes some people have problem with their mother-in-law, they fight with their mother-in-law, call their mother-in-law witches and all kinds of things. It's not necessary. Your mother does the same. It's the same thing. Except that with your mother, you can tell her your mind, get out of the kitchen. But with your mother-in-law, no. Okay, so my how did I handle mine? I remember what so normally when she's doing it, I don't say anything. So if I would do it, if I'm in a good mood, I'll just do, add the onion first, okay. Everybody and their style of cooking, but maybe she wants you to do it according to her style, her olden days, or like how they have been cooking, Then sometimes if I'm not in a good mood, she'll be saying it and I'll be doing my own thing because I cook my own way. I have my own style of cooking. Do you understand? So then sometimes if my father-in-law is around, he'll be like, get out of the kitchen. He'll come and sack you out. Get out of the kitchen. Get out. Why? Somebody's cooking. Why are you commenting? How are you making comment? Get out. Those funny. So you meet encounters like that. Yeah, it's normal. Your mother does it. My mother does it, and I will sack you out of the kitchen. Yeah, then sometimes she'll be like, okay, I won't talk. Then she'll be like, I won't talk. Then sometimes you do something, like maybe you cook in a style, or you try to, for instance, our mothers, traditionally, I've stayed with aunties and aunts. So traditionally, you see when they are cooking, they'll put the onion into the oil first. Then they'll put the blended pepper, ginger and stuffs. Then tomato paste will be last. But I start with the tomato paste first. And I learned it from one auntie. That's how my auntie cooks. She starts with the tomato paste first. Okay. Stir it for some time before she add her blended pepper. So I decided that, I'll use my auntie's techniques. Then when I start, my mother will be complaining, what are you doing? I say, keep quiet, get out of the kitchen. You see, but when you are doing, your mother will be like, no, we don't do it like that. Why are you adding the tomato paste first? No, start with the blended ginger. Let me stop here. Okay, so that's the difference. The difference is that they are all the same. They are all our mothers, our traditional mothers. They cook the same old way. Okay, and we have become creative and innovative in our cookings, and they don't understand. They want you to do it the old way. Okay. So that's one thing, and it's no problem at all. Don't worry. You become friends. Me and my mother-in-law, now we are friends. So now when we are cooking, now when I'm cooking, she doesn't even comment. She doesn't comment again anyway. So that's how I handle my. Either I'll do it, or sometimes I'll pretend as if I'm not even listening to what she was saying. Especially when I like